Hello and welcome back to another Dare to Game video. Today we are playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and we are discussing the 5 absolute worst maps in this game. We will be ranking them from 5 to 1, 5 in this case being the best of the worst, and 1 being the absolute worst abomination of a Call of Duty map in the game. For the most part, the maps in this game are quite good, being well above average for Call of Duty maps in general. This shouldn't be a surprise, as they are lifted straight from 2009's masterpiece, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. However, they are not all created equal. I did a video already talking about the 5 best maps in the game, but in this video we will be taking a step down from that pinnacle of map design perfection to look at the bottom 5 maps in the game. Bear in mind that I only consider the last 2 on this list to be truly terrible maps. The first 3 are well below average in my opinion, but are at least bearable or have redeeming qualities that sometimes lead to good gaming experiences. But with all that being said, let's dive on in and start it off with number 5. Number 5, Favela. Favela in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 invites players to explore the vibrant and visually striking streets of a Brazilian shantytown, an aesthetically captivating setting. However, beneath its surface charm, this map harbors a range of criticisms that have warranted its placement as the 5th worst map on our list. One of the most glaring issues within Favela is the persistent problem of spawn trapping. This map's narrow alleys and tight corners often ensnare players in a frustrating spawn trap situation. This means that once an enemy team gains control over a particular area, escape becomes a near impossible task, resulting in a relentless cycle of repeated deaths. Furthermore, the map's layout fosters a sense of claustrophobia. Numerous buildings, alleyways, and staircases restrict players' maneuverability, creating the sensation of being constantly boxed in and under siege. In team-based modes, overcrowding becomes evident due to the confined spaces, leading to frequent player collisions in a narrow street. This chaos can escalate into frustrating engagements. Additionally, the map's design tends to favor specific playstyles, particularly those adept at close quarters combat, creating an imbalance in gameplay dynamics. This favors players who excel with shotguns or submachine guns, while putting those who prefer longer range engagements at a disadvantage. Lastly, some players have voiced dissatisfaction with the lack of variety within Favela. The map's limited layout can lead to a repetitive gameplay experience, with many engagements unfolding similarly. In summary, Favela impresses with its visually immersive setting, but it's marred by issues like spawn trapping, restricted maneuverability, overcrowding, uneven gameplay dynamics, and a lack of gameplay variety. These factors collectively establish its reputation as one of the less enjoyable maps in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, earning it the 5th spot on our list of the game's worst maps. Number 4, Skidrow. Skidrow immerses players in the midst of a war-torn urban landscape, characterized by rubble and destruction, offering an environment rich in cover and verticality. Despite its visual appeal and some commendable aspects, the map harbors several significant downsides that warrant its position as the 4th worst map in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. One of the foremost criticisms aimed at Skidrow is its tendency to promote campy gameplay. The map's abundance of hiding spots, tight corridors, and staircases often entice players to stay put, leading to a slow-paced and frustrating gaming experience where players continually check corners for lurking enemies rather than engaging dynamically. Surprisingly, despite its vertical design, Skidrow paradoxically restricts dynamic movement. Players frequently find themselves confined to specific areas, hindering the potential for a fast-paced and fluid gameplay that many players seek. Another notable issue is the limited sightlines provided by the map's layout. Favoring close to mid-range engagements, Skidrow can lead to repetitive encounters and a reduction in strategic diversity, which may deter players who prefer sniping or utilizing assault rifles with long-range scopes. Furthermore, the map's design tends to make gameplay feel predictable over time. As players become familiar with the common camping spots and routes, matches on Skidrow can fall into a somewhat formulaic pattern, diminishing the excitement and element of surprise. Lastly, Skidrow can be a daunting challenge for newcomers or less experienced players. Its intricate layout and the necessity to navigate tight spaces can make it less welcoming for those still learning the game. In summary, while Skidrow boasts an immersive urban setting and provides opportunities for strategic play, it has drawn criticisms for promoting campy gameplay, restricting dynamic movement, limiting sightlines, fostering predictability, and presenting difficulties for newcomers. These collective factors contribute to its reputation as one of the less enjoyable maps in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, solidifying its position as the 4th worst map on our list. Number 3, Estate. Estate in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 whisks players away to a sprawling countryside mansion, presenting an awe-inspiring setting. However, within this grandeur, the map has garnered its share of criticism, ultimately earning the 3rd worst position position in our list. One of the most prominent issues plaguing Estate is the prevalence of sniper battles. The map's design, characterized by an abundance of windows and long sightlines, often ushers in frustrating sniper duels that some players find tiresome. These prolonged engagements can leave little room for those favoring different playstyles to shine. Compounding matters is the predictable nature of gameplay. On Estate, the map's layout and limited access points tend to guide players along specific paths that encourage camping in well-known spots, contributing to matches that feel formulaic and lacking in variety. Furthermore, Estate proves to be less welcoming to newcomers and less experienced players due to its complex layout and multiple floors, making navigation challenging. This may deter those still mastering the game from enjoying their time on this map. Additionally, Estate tends to favor players adept at long-range engagements, particularly snipers. This preference can skew gameplay dynamics, providing an advantage to those who excel in this playstyle while leaving others at a serious disadvantage. For players who relish close-quarters combat and fast-paced action, Estate may not satisfy their preferences. The map's emphasis on long-range engagements can leave such individuals feeling marginalized. In summary, Estate boasts a visually grand and impressive setting, but has faced criticism for its sniper-dominating gameplay, predictability, limited accessibility for newcomers, playstyle imbalance, and lack of close-quarters action. These combined factors contribute to its reputation as one of the less enjoyable maps in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, securing its place as the third worst map on our list. Number 2, Invasion. Set within a war-torn cityscape marked by debris and destruction, Invasion in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 offers a visually chaotic environment that holds a unique charm. Nevertheless, it's plagued by a series of drawbacks and persistent complaints, leading it to claim the position of the second worst map in the game. The most prevalent issue with Invasion is the relative lack of action it provides. The map's vast size and intricate layout frequently result in prolonged periods of running without encountering enemies, resulting in frustrating and tedious stretches of inactivity. Adding to the frustration is the map's confusing layout. The intricate web of streets, buildings, and alleys can easily bewilder players, causing disorientation and contributing to a sense of frustration as they grapple with navigating the map effectively. Moreover, Invasion often falls short in offering sufficient opportunities for player engagements. Players may find themselves in search of foes for extended periods, leading to a sense of disconnected gameplay and a feeling that action is few and far between. In summary, Invasion boasts a visually chaotic cityscape, but faces criticisms for its sparse action, bewildering layout, limited engagement opportunities, challenges for newcomers, and uneven gameplay pace. These factors combine to solidify its reputation as one of the worst maps in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, securing its place as number 2. Number 1, Wasteland. In Wasteland, players find themselves thrust into an expansive and desolate landscape, an environment characterized by its stark and open nature. While the map boasts unique features, it has accumulated a plethora of criticisms and recurring complaints, unequivocally earning its reputation as the least favored map in the game. One of the most frequently voiced grievances about Wasteland is the monotonous gameplay it tends to foster. Its vast and open expanse often results in prolonged stretches of running without encountering adversaries, creating an eerie sense of isolation. Further exacerbating the issue is the map's lack of strategic depth. Its vast openness and scarcity of cover leaves players predominantly reliant on sniping or long-range weaponry, narrowing the spectrum of available tactics and playstyle. The simplicity of Wasteland is another notable drawback. It lacks the dynamic elements and interactive features that breathe the life into other maps, leading to a sense of repetitiveness and predictability among players. For those who relish close-quarters combat and fast-paced action, Wasteland may fall short of expectations. Its primary focus on long-range engagements can leave enthusiasts of close-quarter battles feeling misplaced and unfulfilled. Moreover, the limited availability of cover within Wasteland presents a significant disadvantage. Players find themselves exposed to enemy fire more often than not, and securing safe positions becomes a challenging endeavor. In summary, the only people who like Wasteland are camping snipers, as it is the only way to play this map effectively, and that makes it a horrible map. So if you are in a multiplayer lobby that votes for this map, you are better off leaving the lobby and finding one that isn't entirely made up of campers. But that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this analysis of the worst maps in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Like I said at the beginning, the first 3 maps on this list are well below average, but only the last 2 are truly terrible and unredeemable. But why don't you let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. In any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you liked this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.